What's up, guys? Hope you guys are doing good. We got some more mail. And also behind the Pepsi, we got some more mail. So, yeah, a lot more stuff has come in since the last video. I got a bunch of stuff from Almost Real. I already showed you guys this one. But, yeah, we got some Almost Real. Got an LCD. I also got a new chair. It's quite comfortable. But, yeah, I wanted to show you guys what we got, because I think it's kind of funny that every time we do a video, it seems like there's a new pile. So, yeah, like I said, I ordered some LCD and Almost Real. They had to split it into two shipments. The rest of the LCDs haven't come in yet, but they did put this one in that package. So this is like the Magic Purple Chameleon 600 LT. Pretty cool. Then we've got some AR box Almost Reals. I got the two colors of the BMW 750 IL. So this one in black with the tan interior. And then there's the silver one as well. We got the Jaguar. Picked up one of these. I think there's a white one as well that I'll probably get licensed and everything. I also got a couple more of the M3s. We got the white one with the BMW M striping, and then also just the black one. And then I got some Mini GT and Tarmac Works in. I also got this Sparky, and I already opened it. I don't know if we're going to do a review on this one, but this was actually really nice. I was pleasantly surprised with that. But for Tarmac Works, we've got the Mercedes-Benz 190E, the Hugo Boss. Very cool. We also got the 1995 Le Mans Nissan GTR. We got the F355 Challenge presentation, and then we also got the 488 GT3 Kessel Racing in the Monster livery. And then this is all duplicates of this stuff, but we also got the Advan RX-7, Liberty Walk, of course. Everything is Liberty Walk these days. The Lamborghini Countach in Verde Medio. That's going to be a fun one to look at. Then we got the Jaguar CX-75 test car. This is the one that's in full carbon fiber. And last but not least, we got the James Bond S Martin DBS. Looks really cool, but what we're really after today is this. All right, so here we are. I guess we can just get to it. We're going to need some room for this one, so let's get all this other stuff out of here. All these Mini GTs and Tarmac Works. The pile keeps growing, guys. There is so much stuff that we need to review. But, yeah, I've been really hyped for these Almost Real models, so that's what we're going to do. Yeah, we should probably move these too. I'll set those off to the side over here. Okay, so, yeah, like I said, this is what we're looking at. It's going to be kind of hard to show the whole thing on camera. I guess I could zoom out, but it does get kind of blurry when I do this. So, this is Almost Real. From what I understand, these were made... Actually, probably bring the camera up a little bit too. These were made for BMW dealerships in China, and they were sold at the dealerships. And that is why, when you flip it around, you will see that it has like an actual like BMW sticker. It's going to be a little blurry because we're at 0.6 zoom. But same thing as this red one as well. It's got the BMW like product sticker on it. So, and this red one actually came from another box set. It was pretty much the same cars, just different colors. But yeah, box is really big. It looks really nice. It's like a metallic-y type of color, almost like a gunmetal gray, but like sparkly. It's really nice. On this side of the box, it says BMW Collection Series 164 Diecast. And then on the back, you have your BMW licensing at the top, and then the BMW sticker, and then not sure what all that says. And then AR box Almost Real down here, all the warnings and whatnot. You know, keep the long-term exposure to sunlight can damage the model, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, really cool box. And also a cool little detail that I really like, we'll go back to one-time zoom, is there's actually a BMW logo embossed into the top of the box. So yeah, it's got this plastic cover that we are just going to slide off, and I will probably save that and put it back on just to keep the box as dust-free and damage-free as we can. It does have some imperfections, like there's a little tear right here. There's some scuffing on the top. The corners aren't perfect, but it's honestly the cars inside that matter. So, yeah, I have not opened this yet. So let's figure this out. And if you guys don't know, Almost Real is a brand that I didn't really pay much attention to until recently. I don't really know why. Oh, this is a little tough to open. I'm trying not to damage it. But they are a super legit brand. I kind of I think at some point there was a brand that was like going under the same name or something, and I was pretty sure they were unlicensed. There's a little thin sheet of foam on the top, which is kind of neat. Then I think these boxes all just are stacked and slide out. So we'll just start kind of taking these out. Oh, okay, and they are numbered too. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the name of the car is also on the outside. So I won't forget how to put them back in. But yeah, anyways, Almost Real wasn't a brand that I paid attention to. Kind of thought they were an unlicensed brand. And like I said, I think there was another sketchy brand at some point that was kind of going by the same name or a similar name. I'm not sure. But yeah, now I know they are legit. These are kind of hard to take out. And they make some really nice stuff. BMW, they've got a great relationship with BMW. Obviously, they're making stuff for like dealerships, like gift shops and stuff. I don't want to damage these, but oh my gosh. Okay, there's two more cars in here. The i8 and the Z8. Okay, there's that. There's that. There's another strip of foam inside the box down there. And then also, I wasn't sure, but there actually is a clear sheet, a clear plastic sheet that is, so it's actually like a window box. Very nice. I think I really like the overall packaging of this too. So let's get all of our models. We'll bring this back down a little bit. Yeah, Almost Real is awesome. They are super legit. Awesome brand. Their cars themselves, from what I've seen so far, are also just super, super nice. So this box set comes with these 10 cars. I think I paid about $160 plus shipping for this. I think retail price is around $200. But yeah, like I said, we have this color right here. And then there's another box set. I'll try to find a picture and put it on screen. And it's the same exact cars. The colors are just different. And then there's also a box set that all of the cars, again, same cars, but they're all red. And I don't know if that's like a chase version or just like a different variant, like have something to do with like a Chinese, like the Chinese holiday or something like that. But this one over here, obviously not a part of this set. I bought it loose, so I don't know which set this one came from, but I think the other color variation of the set and the one that had all red cars, I believe those both had red M3s. So I don't know which one this is from, but there are some variations of it. And honestly, considering that you get 10 cars and it's really cool packaging and whatnot, I definitely think it's worth the money. But yeah, so I think we'll just go ahead and go through every one of these. So all of them will have the BMW licensing and this BMW sticker on the back. And they all have this really nice, like, I don't even know. It's almost like a BMW black sapphire color, which is kind of cool. But yeah, so we have the BMW 328 right here, the old school, super cool classic. And then number 2 is the BMW Isetta right here. Again, just a super cool car. And then for number 3, we have the BMW 507 in black. Very classy. Then number 4, the 2002, which is one of my favorite BMWs. Awesome. Number 5, where's number 5? Yes, we have the 3.0 CSL. Legendary car. Super cool. I think this is based off of the 635 CSI. Correct me if I'm wrong. Number 6 is going to be the M1 in orange. And then for number 7, we have a white M3. This one is a little bit different than the regular version I got. The regular version has the white M striping. And I also believe that they're slightly different colors, which is cool. So there's that. Number 8 is going to be the 750IL in this really cool like turquoise color. Then number 9, we have the Z8 in blue. Looks awesome. And then last but not least, we have the i8 in this orange color. Kind of like a burnt orange. So that's all the cars. I'm going to go ahead and get them all cracked open, and then we will take a closer look at each one. All right, there they all are out. That took quite a while, so I'm glad I paused that to do that. But yeah, here they all are. So yeah, I did have a little bit of a first impression. I tried not to really look too closely at any of these. But yeah, so let me show you guys off. Let me show you guys the packaging real quick and just kind of some of the information. So you do have the BMW logo on the background of the actual box. And then let me get that thing out of the way. It's really hard to see. There you go. There also is a little BMW logo down on the plastic base too. And then you have the name of the car in there as well. Just a very simple base, which I honestly think is really good. This is a simple and elegant product. But yeah, so these don't really have any numbers. I think this is just like material information, like what it is, what it's made out of, whatever. But yeah, I don't think these are actually like have like almost real numbers. I don't think they really have a numbering scheme. They might. But yeah, so there's the information on the back, BMW licensing, of course, and then that sticker. I don't think there's anything under the sticker, but yeah, very simple but very nice. There's all the information on the bottom. AR box, almost real, manufactured by Sums Model Toys Company Limited. Yeah, that's really all there is to look at. Just very simple, clean. So here's number 1, BMW 328. I don't really know a lot about classic BMW. I don't really know a lot about anything, really. But from what I can see, this thing looks really cool. And it's all these models are pretty nicely detailed as well. They're not going to be the most detailed models ever. But I think for kind of what the price point that these are, I think they're really cool. So they do all, from what I kind of felt, they do all have plastic bases. But AR Box does tell you what the model is, and it also tells you it's licensed by BMW. So that is very cool. But yeah, they all seem to be in accurate scale. You know, the scaling seems very good. The paints all seem really nice. But yeah, this one's got a white paint. You've kind of got those, just like those disc wheels. And then you've got the BMW logos in the center, which looks awesome. They're actually quite legible for being that small. So that's really cool. They also, every single one of these models rolls. It's going to be hard to show you guys with them all like this, but let me move some to the side. But yeah, they all roll. I didn't do a roll test on all of them yet, but they all roll. We'll do a roll test for each of them, but yeah. So I know a lot of you guys will probably be happy about that. But yeah, super nice. There's nice detailing. You got the vents on the top of the car right there. Lots of silver pinstriping and whatnot. You have these little brown things going over. I imagine those are probably like straps to hold this this engine bay down. You've got some black venting in there as well. And then on the front end, you've got your BMW badge on the top. And then you've got the classic kidney grills, silver, and then just white paint on the center of it. No mesh or anything, but the headlights look really good. They are clear acrylic, and then they've got some bulb detail back behind there. Then BMW 328 on the front license plate right there. Super cool. Wheels are super skinny. I love it. Glass for the windshield is really clear. You've got some silver detailing and molded windshield wipers. Red seats on the interior, black steering wheel, and it does actually look like there's a print on those gauges too. So super old school, really cool. The gear shifter's done in like a cream color. You've got the spare wheel right here on the back, which actually does have a rubber tire. So that's cool. A lot of times people will do stuff like that and then just make the tire molded out of plastic. but it just adds so much detail when it's actually rubber. But anyways, you've got your little, I imagine that's the fuel cap right there, done in silver, BMW 328 on the back license plate, and then I would imagine those are probably like, those little brown details are probably the tail lights. And then you also have your exhaust going all the way out the back. Very cool. Done in silver metallic. Detailing on the bottom is not too bad. So yeah, that is the classic BMW 328. Again, I don't know a lot about this car, but it is very cool. And you can, like the styling that you see even today. Well, maybe not with the super modern stuff. BMW's straying pretty far from what they used to be, but like the styling has I would say through like the early 2000s, it progressed in a really cool way. So yeah, this is and I'm assuming they go in age order. So I'm assuming this is the oldest one, and then up next we have the Isetta, which is a really interesting car to have in diecast, I think, especially with how tiny it is. But yeah, this is number 2. Again, same information. It is the BMW Isetta. They don't have any like color information on this, unless it's on this right here, but I would have to translate it to English. But yeah, I'll set that 328 in the back right there. But here's the Isetta. This car is tiny. So like here's the M3, for instance. This is the smallest 1/64 scale diecast car I have, because the BMW Isetta is one of the smallest cars ever made, I'm pretty sure. Then you had like the Trident Peel, or no. Yeah, wait, no. What is the Peel P50 made by Trident? I can't remember. But yeah, so it's in the classic blue color. I know that they did make these in all sorts of different colors. BMW did. There was like a pastel yellow similar to this 2002. I think they did them in red. Very cool. And then you've also got it's like the two tones. So white on top, then it kind of runs down through the middle, and then the blue on the bottom. You've got the white wall tires with the silver steelies, super tiny wheels. They are some of the thinnest wheels I've ever seen on a diecast, and they do spin freely. Obviously, there's no brake details on this Isetta, and there wasn't any on this 328 either, because it doesn't need it. The wheels, there's no spokes or anything, but yeah, this one rolls too. Not quite as well as the 528, but it does roll. It for sure does roll. So yeah, super awesome. I actually think BMW made these for, I think they made them for the Italian market, if I'm correct in that statement. But yeah, super cool. You've got the two little round headlights sticking out the side right there. They do look like they're lensed off. Maybe this one is a little foggy on that side, but they do look pretty nice. You've got the BMW logo in the front right there, and I'm sure that probably, it does not want to focus on this, but I'm sure that probably says something about the Isetta or something. It's a little bit hard to read, but yeah, really cool. I'm getting fingerprints all over it. Front windshield looks good. You've got the little silver windshield wiper right there. Rear view mirror sticking out the side, that is chrome, and it does look like it has a little reflective sticker in it. You've got little orange lights on the side. I think this roof, I think it actually had like the removable top as well on certain trims of it. Maybe all trims had it, but I think on the real car, like this black panel would come off and you'd have a little sunroof. But yeah, this thing is so cute. Taillights on the back are actually done in acrylic. Those are molded acrylic pieces. They look awesome. And then you have, I don't know what this little chrome piece right there is. Maybe just part of the trim. Maybe that's, I don't think this thing has an opening back trunk or hatch or anything. You've got a chrome bumper on the back though. Maybe that's, yeah, I have no idea. But then you also do have the BMW badge on this little thing right there. Yeah, very cool. Chrome bumper on the front. There's the bottom. You have the little exhaust right there, kind of shooting out the side. And yeah, BMW Isetta. Very cool. Kind of crazy to think that I have this in diecast. It is, it's so small. Oh, it's so tiny. Just look at that. That is so funny to me. So yeah, I'm actually really stoked about this Isetta. This is probably one of my favorites from the whole set, honestly. So yeah, there's the Isetta. Very cool indeed. Let's go to number 3. I don't want this video to be like 2 hours long, so this is the BMW. Sorry, those little things didn't stay, like the screw doesn't like screw into them, so they're kind of floating around. But this is the BMW 507 in black. This is number 3 for the box set. And again, another classic. We're getting a little bit more modern now, but it looks really cool. So it looks like mine has a little bit of debris on it, or maybe that's part of the paint. I don't think it's part of the paint. But yeah, it's just a gloss black. You've got the maroon interior, which is awesome. Some nice silver details inside as well. You've got a little bit of more of that maroon up here on the top of the window as well. And you have a rear view mirror as well. I think, do all of them have that? I'm sure we'll get to it. But yeah, rear view mirror right there. And then I like how, so the convertible part that would actually come up, it's not rubber. It would have been cool if it was rubber, but it's actually like molded with plastic in a way that makes it look like leather. So that is super cool. Like it's got like the creases in it. That is awesome. And then you can see it has like a little bit of stitching along the outside edge of it too. So very cool. It's so awesome. You've got the one rear view mirror on the driver's side, or the wing mirror, sorry, on the driver's side right there. It's done in chrome, and it does have a little reflective lens, which is awesome. You've got the that vent detailing on the side with the BMW badge in it. And then the wheels are, again, kind of like a steely type design. I don't know what the actual age of this car is. I don't know when this one was made, like in real life, but you still have that old style steely type of wheel. BMW badge right in the center. Again, looks awesome. There's the back view. These taillights look like they're painted with like a reflective, or it really doesn't want to focus on these. Looks like it's painted with like reflective orange and red, but that could be acrylic. I think it's just paint, which is fine. I think it looks good on this. You've got the chrome bumper and then the dual chrome exhausts coming out the bottom as well. BMW badge. I imagine, oh, something just broke. Oh no. It was the exhaust. It was one of the exhaust tips. Just broke off. And I don't know why, because I didn't even touch it. Maybe I barely touched it. Okay, I lied. I probably touched it. But yeah, so that came off. Dang it, that kind of sucks. So that's going to need some... In fact, I think I can just drop a drop of glue in there and just kind of... Because there's a little peg on the end of it. So I think I can do that and set it back in there. And I think that will fix it perfectly. So yeah, okay. Well, I guess some of these can be kind of fragile. That's good to know. But yeah, well, there was 2 exhaust tips. Now there's only 1. But yeah, it looks really cool. Again, you have this little silver thing above like the rear. I want to know, that's probably where like the handle is to open it. So maybe the Isetta's back end does open. I'm not sure. But yeah, super cool car. Here's the front end view. Of course, you've got the dual headlights, which look awesome. A little bit of detail molded in there behind the lenses as well. Chrome front bumper again with the license, the plate for the license plate. The grille detail looks awesome with that chrome accenting going around. And then you have a couple little tiny orange turn signals down there too, which, like the back ones, I think are just done with some orange, like reflective paint. But it looks awesome. There's the bottom view. Try not to break the other mirror off. But yeah, super cool. That is the 507. And again, it rolls. It rolls quite well. So, very nice. I'll have to get that one fixed up later. Hopefully not lose that. So, we'll set that there. All right, so now number 4. Whoa. The BMW 2002, one of my favorite BMWs personally. You can see 2002 in there. Everything's still sliding around. There's the information. I don't really know if it's worth... I wish they had the actual BMW paint codes on these, but they don't. But yeah, here's the car. Classic styling. I love it so much. I think the only other 2002 I have in my collection is this Schuko one. And one of you guys actually messaged me on Instagram and were showing me pictures of this compared to this same exact Jägermeister Schuko one. And I was like, oh my gosh, the almost reals are so much more detailed and accurate. And they are. So it's in like this canary yellow, this like kind of pastel yellow. It looks awesome. You know, you've got all the silver accents going around the windows, the silver pinstriping, the black and silver going down right there. More silver down at the very bottom with the black. Just very cool, very classy, very 70s. This is when I believe this is when they started making the 2002 is in the 70s. And yeah, just very much very classy, very 70s. It just so awesome. But I think the 3 Series came out after the 2002 and the 1600s, and I think that's what replaced these. First 3 Series was the E21, and they didn't start making the M3 until the E30 series, which was the 3 Series immediately after that, if my knowledge is correct. But the wheels look awesome. You have the BMW badge in the center again. These type of wheels, there probably would be, these are technically like a 5-spoke, I think. So there technically should be some air going through like the spokes. But again, with a lot of these European cars, especially like when you look at the E30 and the basket weaves it has, it's really hard to do that. You almost have to like photo etch the wheels. So I think they look acceptable and quite nice actually. So wheels, and then you've got the fat tires, of course. They actually do look like they're inflated, which is cool. Tire tread is nice. Again, this is going to roll quite nicely. And yeah, you've got defroster lines on the back. Interior, I think, is just all black on this one. Nothing crazy as far as detail, but that's okay. The front end right here, you've got all kinds of silver accents going through that front grille. Looks awesome. The dual headlights again. And then you've got the big chrome bumper on the bottom as well. Back view, again, chrome bumper. You've got the BMW logo on the right side with the big 2002 lettering. It says 2002 T something, so maybe this is a turbo. I'm not exactly sure. But the taillights are done in acrylic, and they've got, it almost looks like they have some red reflective paint like back inside the lens too, which is really cool. Single exhaust tip, which it's actually really small. I like how it kind of like curves around like that. You got the spare tire well. Yeah, plastic base for all of these, like I said. No brake details on this one, but we will get some brake detail coming up. But yeah, the 2002 is awesome. That's probably another one of my favorites. Number 5. We're almost halfway, guys. I'll try to start speeding it up. We have the BMW 3.0 CSL, a legendary car for BMW. Again, here's the packaging if you want to translate and look at all that stuff. But yeah, so it's just the white base color, and then you have all the BMW M striping and whatnot. So very cool indeed. It's so fat. It's freaking massive. It's like, it's crazy going from like this little Isetta to this huge CSL. But anyways, it does have like those BBS Euro weaves again. I believe these ones have a center hub, like a center like lug nut cap in the center, because this was actually a race car. Like I said, did this come before the 635 CSI, or was this after? It had to have been after, right? I'm not sure. I think these were based on the 635 CSI, or maybe just some of the other 6 Series. It's the shark nose version. That's what people refer to this these ones as. But yeah, super cool, crazy wide body kit. It looks really nice. You've got the number 25. That looks like a decal, which is fine, I think. But yeah, the wheels look awesome. They're done in silver. There actually might be a little bit of air going through some of the spokes. But yeah, acrylic taillights on the back end, looking really cool. The wing on the back as well looks awesome. And then you also have like a little spoiler on the back of the roof too. So again, I think the interior on this one is just black. But you've got some really wide tires on this one. And then the exhaust goes out the side from the bottom, which is awesome. And then the front end, finally, we have our like double beam lights, which is my favorite era of BMW, is this kind of thing, which they actually kept that style for a really long time, even on some of the modern cars. But yeah, I love these. Kidney grills in the center right there. Black grills kind of going around the headlights. BMW badge on the hood right there. Very cool. super awesome. I'm glad to have one of these in diecast. This is kind of one of those cars that I think is just really cool. And actually, where did I put it? Where did I put it? I don't know where I put it, but Mini GT just released their 3.0 CSL as well, like the modern version, and that was actually a throwback to this car, so that's really cool in my opinion. We'll start putting that back there. Number 6, the BMW M1. There's the info if you want it. And this one is done in orange. Again, super cool car in real life, and they did a really good job with it here. So it's the Dorito shape. This was kind of, I think this was BMW's attempt at like a supercar. I think this was back in the 80s and 90s when they made these. And they actually raced them too, if I remember correctly. Or maybe that was the 835 CSI. Kind of had like a similar body shape, but smoother. No, the 835, or was it the 830? Is that what that one was actually called? I don't even know. Anyways, I believe this one had a V10 or a V12 in it. So it was very large engine. It wasn't very reliable from what I've heard. And yeah, they raced it a bit. And this thing looks awesome. It had pop-up headlights, as you can see, they're in the down position. And then you have your I think the high beams and blinkers are down in the bottom, or maybe those are fog lights. But some nice mesh detail. You've got your little tiny kidneys up at the front. BMW badge, some more venting in the hood area right there. Just super cool. You've got reflective stickers in the wing mirrors, and it does look like they all have a rear view mirror in the cabin, which is something that you don't see a lot from these diecast companies. But yeah, the wheels are very cool, kind of like it was like a lot of companies back in the day were trying to do like futuristic looking cars, and that's, I think, that kind of where this design comes from. But it does have the 5 little lug details in there, I think. Yeah, you can see it right there. So very cool. There's the bottom, pretty much mostly flat and plastic, of course, but super cool. You got the BMW badges on both sides on the back, which is super cool. You got the M1 logo, and yeah, awesome. Acrylic taillights. You've got the amber turn signal on the outside, then you've got some different red ones, and then your reverse lights, and then a little bit of exhaust detail right there. It's just done in black, which I think is okay. But yeah, this M1 is super cool. Louvers on the back window, just awesome. Yeah, this box set filled a lot of gaps in my collection for BMW. You know, I hope Mini GT makes some of these someday too, but you know, it's like this, like it seems like almost Real just has us covered for BMWs. But yeah, so here is the M3, of course, the E30 M3. This is number 7 in the box set. And this one is done in white. Looks really cool. Again, you have those Euro weaves, the BBS Euro weaves on it. It looks awesome. BMW badges in the center of them. I don't think there's any brake detail for these because you still just can't even really see through them at this scale. So there might be. I'm not sure. But yeah, the wheels actually look really good for, you know, this price point. Very nicely detailed. But yeah, it's the M3. We love M3s, and I've been dying to see this because, as you guys know, I have an E30 now. So the M3 is an awesome car, and I have a little bit of sentimental value to it. But yeah, BMW badge on the hood right there. You've got your silver kidney grills, your headlights. They actually look really nice too. Some detail back in there. Then you've got your turn signals right there, and then your fog lights down in that that bottom valence. So yeah, super cool. Back end, there's the tail lights again. They look awesome. Done in acrylic. M3 badging, BMW badge, empty license plate, and then a little bit of black trim going around. Black exhaust on this one as well, which I don't know why. That could very easily have been silver. But yeah, very cool. You've got your sunroof on the top, which I think all the E30s had. It's actually a really cool feature, and surprisingly, the one in mine works. So yeah, black interior again from the looks of it, but you do have reflective stickers in these outside mirrors, and then a rear view mirror on the interior right there, which is awesome. So yeah, M3, very cool. I haven't really taken a close look at their M3s yet. And I'm very impressed. So I'm happy to have the red one, and I'm also happy to have the other white and black ones back here. And I did mention the color difference at the beginning of the video. This one from the box set seems to be more of like an off-white, and then this one seems more to be more of like a like an actual white color. So we'll review those at some point too. But yeah, there's the M3. I'm very impressed with it. Love it. Up next, number 8. We have the BMW 750iL. Again, another 90s, early 2000s car, which, yeah, this thing is awesome. This is kind of like one of those big, like, mafia boss sedans, like luxury yacht, Land Cruiser type thing. And it's super cool. This color specifically is really nice. I would love to know, like I said, I'd love to know what the paint code is for this, and the reason I assume that they just aren't on here is because a lot of these paint codes, like if they use the actual BMW name, they're in German, most of them. So it's like, I don't think they really translate to Chinese, which, yeah, kind of sucks that they don't put that. Hopefully maybe they'll do that in the future. But yeah, this thing looks awesome. It's like a metallic metal flake turquoise paint, and it is super clean. Again, you have the BBS Euro weaves on it with the BMW badge in the center, and it looks so clean. You've got some black trim going around the bottom of the car, and yeah, this you still have the double headlights, but this is from when they actually lensed over them. Then you've got your amber turn signals on the outside. Kidney grills in the center still. BMW badge. Yeah, it looks awesome. There's actually some like detail in those headlights too. So super cool. Fog lights down here in the front valence, just painted silver, which I think is fine. And then you've got this black and silver pinstriping that runs all the way around the car. So very cool. Interior on this one I think is black as well. There might be some details, like there might be a BMW badge on the steering wheel. Nope, there's not. Okay, never mind. That's okay. But the taillights look really good. They are red, and then you have your amber and white for reverse and turn signals. 750iL badging in silver, and the BMW badge. Super clean. Super clean. And again, I did pick up a couple more of these. So we also have the black one and the silver one. So yeah. Oh my gosh, we don't want to do that. So yeah, I've got a few colors of the 750iL now, which is awesome. So excited about that. All right, let's move on. Number 9. We've got 2 more. This is going to be a 40-minute video. BMW Z8. Very nice. There's all the information if you're interested. I think this probably says all the same stuff except for the name of the car. But very nice, like almost like an indigo, like a dark blue, almost purpley type of color. And it is metallic metal flake again. And this is where you start to see the brake details. So they do have brake rotors behind the wheels. Oh, actually, it looks like they are spinning with the wheels. Yeah, they are. Well, that's a little disappointing. I don't see any calipers either. Something just fell off the car. Something felt like it fell off the car. I don't see anything on my desk. Okay, maybe I'm losing my mind. But yeah, even with the brake details though, I believe it still rolls. It does. It actually rolls pretty good. So, and yeah, like I said, guys, all of these have rolled. I kind of forgot to start doing the roll test, so I'll do it right now, but they are good. All right, we'll stop here. But yeah, the Z8, super cool car. It's just a little convertible coupe. Super long front end. I don't remember what engines these had in them, but probably like a 6-cylinder, probably an inline 6. But this one does have a really nice interior. So you have the tan leather look, and then all your gauges and stuff have prints on them. You've got the chrome mirrors, which is awesome. And then the rear view mirror as well is painted silver. And they actually kind of textured this tan material to actually look like leather. So it's not just like smooth material. It's actually kind of like wavy and textured. You can see it pretty good right there. And I think they did that on purpose, like I said, to imitate kind of like a leather look, which is cool. So yeah, you've got the venting on the side right here, which looks awesome with the BMW badge. And somebody correct me, but it almost looks like it's modeled after the after this one right here. Which one was this? The 507. Yeah, looks like this Z8 might have been like a modern homage to the 507. Not sure. Somebody let me know. But here's the front end tail headlights done in acrylic with a little bit of black trim going around, and then you've got silver detailing in there for the bulbs. You've got your turn signals in orange, and then I think these little round circles in the grille are probably the fog lights. BMW badge, a little bit of silver trim going around those grills. Yeah, it looks super clean. I like it. Here's the back. You've got your BMW logo. You've got all your brake lights, even the one up here. And yeah, super cool. Dual exhaust tips done in silver for this one. And yeah, super cool. It's got a lot of lights on the back right here. You've got your two acrylic ones right here. And then you have the one up there, and then you have two more down here above the exhaust, and then you have like two next to the license plate, and then you have two on the sides behind the wheels. So like all kinds of stuff going on. But yeah, this one's really cool. BMW or Mini DT is also making that one, so we'll see how Mini DT does. But last but not least, a car that a lot of people hate, the BMW i8 Roadster. I'm seeing the name of the car in there. Again, there's all your info. Rolls good. I guess you guys probably couldn't see that. It rolls good, don't worry. But yeah, this one's in like a burnt orange color. I don't hate this car. I don't really care for it too much, but I don't hate it. But yeah, the i8, super futuristic looking car. It was kind of like, I don't know, maybe like over designed aesthetically. I feel like they could have gone with a simpler look and it would have looked better. But you do have brake details in there. Again, I think they spin with the wheel and there's no caliper. But this back tire's sticking a little bit. But the wheels look really good. You got I think there's supposed to be a BMW badge in the center. Maybe not for this one. But yeah, spoked wheels. You've got like a black and silver two-tone type of wheel going on. And the color of the car itself looks really nice. It's like burnt orange metallic. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Lots of good details on it. I don't know if these are supposed to have carbon fiber. I probably doubt it. But yeah, these are electric, I believe. So it's not like a super impressive car. Are they electric? Maybe they're not. Somebody tell me. But yeah, colored interior as well. You've got all the gauges and stuff up there. It looks like there's some touch screens and whatnot. BMW logo on the steering wheel. And then kind of like a brown, orangish leather on the seats. And then it says Roadster on the side right there too. So yeah, pretty cool. On the back right here, is that supposed to be carbon fiber? I can't really tell. Roadster again on this little thing, whatever it is. But yeah, i8 acrylic taillights, a little bit of silver accenting on the trim back here as well. I'm trying to like take in all the detail for myself. That's why I kind of pause and look. No, maybe it's a hybrid because I do see a fuel door right there. Fuel door there, and then that's probably where the batteries plug in. But yeah, it's definitely pretty nice. It's probably my least favorite of these 10, but it is cool to have. And I like the whole theme of this box set is kind of like, let's do a diecast set of BMW through the ages. And that's kind of what this is. It's kind of like a history lesson. So really cool. These are all awesome. I don't really have much more to say than that. These are just really nice models. And the whole presentation of it is super cool. So you guys will have to definitely let me know what you think. Do you guys have, I know some of you guys have almost real stuff, but yeah, definitely let me know. I thought this would be a really cool video to do to kind of, as our first look at almost real. Let's get one of the BMW box sets and do a review on it. And then we'll do some of the other stuff that I get. So yeah, this is really cool. Awesome cars, awesome paints, awesome details. Almost Real is awesome. I think they're doing some really cool, they're doing like a lot of really cool stuff. So I'm excited to see what they put out. Again, they are 100% legit, so there's no worries there. And yeah, I'm going to keep collecting them. I already have a ton of them. There's 6 back there and then this set of 10. So yeah, I already have 10 almost real models. So, but yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I'm definitely curious to hear your thoughts on these. I think this kind of stuff is awesome, especially the older and strange cars. So, anyways, this video is 42 minutes long, so we're going to end it here. Thank you guys for watching. I will catch you in the next video.